unless you're in small claims court, you're not getting away with paying anything less than thousands of dollars. Typically, you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars. And then you have cases, obviously, that you read about in the paper that are in the millions of dollars. Occasionally, very, very rare, you'll have billion-dollar business law cases and verdicts by either juries or judges. And sometimes a jury will make a verdict like that and it'll get reduced by a judge. But you know, in a typical small business setting, you're still talking about tens of thousands of dollars. And you may recover those from the other side. You may only recover a portion of them because the judge may determine that some of those are reasonable and some aren't. And the judges have a lot of discretion in determining what the reasonableness of attorney's fees are. So it is definitely a reason to try and avoid going into litigation and going to trial because that is not a poor man's game. Sometimes it can't be avoided, so sometimes you have to do it, and sometimes even if a client is not wealthy, they will choose to proceed and hopefully they will get their attorney's fees paid for by the other side if they're victorious. So it's not always the case where you have to be rich to litigate, but it helps because it is very, very expensive, and that is one of the biggest detriments to having people just take every matter to trial. You know, the court systems are clogged, and you know, people and the attorneys, everybody at some point complains about the delay or the slow-moving process of the judicial system. And that's with most cases settling prior to trial and prior to litigation at all. And if it wasn't expensive, the judicial system would be so bogged down that it probably would not function at all. Some people probably don't think it functions very well, but certainly we have a great judicial system in this country, and there are some limitations on it. There are some flaws with it, but certainly it functions well. And one of the reasons why it functions well is that it makes certain that you are willing to spend, especially in the business law arena, that you are willing to spend your hard-earned dollars that business has made, and you may not get those back before you start proceeding against another party or before you defend an action to the hilt when you really know that it should be settled. So it's a pretty good deterrent, but if you're looking to go that far, then you better be ready to shell out some money.